All right, guys, welcome again. Where are you watching from? Can tell us where you are watching from. Welcome to our channel. Like I used to say, this is our channel. Feel free to comment. Feel free to tell us what you think about our topic. Feel free to tell us how you feel. Feel free to tell us how we can improve. Okay, today news on this episode I'm bringing to you on a trending news. I believe you must have seen it. Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo welcomed with two or three Rolls Royce and a private jet in COSA program. Okay, this have been trending online, and people are saying their own thoughts. People are saying what they think about the issue that Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo being welcomed, ground welcoming with two Rolls Royces and private jets. So people are saying their mind on this. Let me say my thought on this. Maybe we can watch the video if you have not watched the video, or let me give us time to watch the video, then we can talk and discuss and analyze the subject matter. Thank you.
Really great joining us. This is the best way of blessing on this program. Let it enrich lives, challenge.
All right, friends and family, I believe you must have seen the video. We cannot play all the video, but at least you have gotten a clip of what we are trying to discuss. All right, from what we have seen two or three Rolls Royce that carry the man of God, and also on a private jet. Okay, when you look at the comment section, many people air their view there. Some people say the reception is too much. Some people say it's expensive. Some people say it's lavish of fund. I'm not trying to say what you say is true or what you say is not true. Okay, but I want us to analyze it in a different way. Let's look at it in different perspectives. Okay, let's look at it in different perspectives. I don't want you to look at it in only your own perspective. Also, for us to get a balance on this subject matter, let's look at it on different perspectives. Okay, let's look at it on different perspectives. Firstly, I want to say something. When it comes to the Christianity we have today, because of how resources of a church or organizations have been mishandled, okay, because resources of churches, many have been mishandled, it have created, am I going to say, hatred when it comes to men of God. I don't know where it comes from, because if you look at it in another angle, we have like native doctors, okay? Let's look at it in a broader perspective. We have native doctors, we have many people that do their own things, but no one will come and say they are lavishing money. No one will say that. It's only me and you, most of us that are Christians, that will be saying this. I'm not saying what you are thinking right now is right or what you are thinking right now is wrong, but I understand why all these things has been happening. All these things has been happening because of repeated misuse of fund. Repeated misuse of fund by people we have trusted in the things of God. This is the reason. But what I don't understand is this. Why is it that when native doctor come and do something like this, people would not come and say, oh, this money is made for the poor? I don't know why. It's still the money of the masses. But I don't want to go there because this is a Christian content, okay? I don't want to go there. This is Christian content, right? Now, let's look at it in this way. Whether it's high or low, the money invested that have used to all this kind of welcome. If Jesus Christ himself is here today, I can tell you 80% of all that are blushing men of God will still blush Jesus Christ. Yes, quote me. If Jesus Christ himself is on earth today, 80 to 90% of we Christians that are saying things online against pastors that how they are misusing funds, we still say the same thing to Jesus Christ. Because we have learned to say our view. We have learned to say our view. We have learned to come up with our anger to blush people without understanding their own perspective. Yes. Now, let's look at it from a biblical perspective. Okay, let's look at it on a normal perspective. Most of these pastors have really worked hard on what they are doing today. They have worked hard. Peradventure, Koza that is having this leadership forum or leadership seminar, they try to give the man of God a good welcoming. All right, they try to give a man of God a good welcoming. Secondly, I don't know the relationship between Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo and Koza that have made them to try to welcome him in this manner. That is another thing. On the issue of private jets, most of the times it's out of pride and misuse of funds. Some of the time, let me not say something that is not right. Some of the times is misuse of funds that they don't need it. But also, let's understand how busy these men of God are. You know the system in Nigeria. You know the aviation system in Nigeria. We all know. You know how many times you have missed your flight. They cannot be in this kind of situation. Let's say you are waiting for him, and they'll call you and tell you the man of God missed flight. How are you going to feel about it? So most of the times, I can tell you that they deserve private jets. I can tell you that they deserve that. That's my own perspective anyway. Because sometimes you can have meeting here and you have meeting in Lagos, you have meeting in London. Yes, you cannot be waiting for the aviation system in Nigeria to be able to meet up with all these meetings. Right. So that is my own view. Okay, looking at it on the other perspective, do we expect men of God to be poor? No, it's a question. Do we expect people that have been laboring in the house of God to live like a pauper? Of course no. If this is your wish for them, it will not happen because they have worked for it. They have worked for it. If this is your wish for them to live like a pauper, to live like a poor person, so if you want them to live like that, why are you going to serve that kind of God? I am not going to serve God that's show me like that I'm coming to serve poverty. No. The God we are serving is not God of poverty, it's not God of frustration. So if you want men of God to live a frustrated life, then you are wrong. Because the Jesus we are serving is not Jesus that portrays poverty. I mean, in the Bible, there's a place for long suffering, there's a place for those things, but the Jesus we are serving is not God of poverty. No. If you want to serve the God of poverty, let it be for you. But I myself, I'm not going to serve that kind of God. So if I'm not going to serve that kind of God, why do I expect man of God that have been working for this God that I want to serve to live like a poor person? This is the misconception I have in our generation today. Okay, let's go back to Jesus Christ that we are following. When you look at it, In Luke 19:30, when you read from there, Jesus Christ, when he want to go to Jerusalem, he used a court that have not been used before. And remember, this is the highest level of transportation as of then. It's just like Jesus telling you right now to say, go to that place, look at the private jet that no one have used, brand new private jet. Tell the owner that Jesus needed. How does it sound? Go to that stand where they are selling private jets. Because that's exactly what happened. Jesus told the disciples, he said, go to the next place, go to the next town. You will see a cord that is tied there that have not been used before. Untie it. If the owner asks you, tell him that Jesus needed. This is just like you now, or this is just like me now, telling you to go to the place where they are selling private jet. Probably private jet is one of the highest means of transportation in this our generation. I'm telling someone, or a pastor is telling someone, go to where they are selling private jet, get me a private jet there. Don't buy, just bring it. If the owner asks you, tell him that Jesus needed. We are going to say he's a thief, isn't it? This is what is happening. If Jesus himself can use a car to go to Jerusalem that have not been used before, he didn't buy it. Men of God now, they are buying their own. He didn't buy it. Okay? So why are we so unfair? Why are we so unfair? Someone can say this money can be used for the poor. True, on your own perspective. But remember, the Bible also says there must be poor in their midst. There must be poor in your midst. There must be poor in your midst. Even in Jesus' his own time, things like this came up. John 12, when you read 4-6, it's an account when Jesus visited Mary and Martha in Lazarus' family. And on that visit, Mary had a very expensive perfume. He opened that perfume and used it to anoint Jesus' leg, and used also her hair to anoint Jesus' head. And after that, Judas Iscariot also made a statement. He said, why must you use this expensive perfume to anoint Jesus' leg? This perfume can be sold to take care of the poor. So what we are seeing in this our generation is not new. It happened exactly this time, the same way in the time of Jesus Christ. So it's not a new thing. It's not a new thing. This is not, now we are talking about people outside, the online vendors, I mean the online in-laws that I used to say. People are in their view. But this, what I'm saying now is Judas Iscariot, who is one of the disciples of Jesus Christ, was saying this. He said the perfume that Mary used to anoint Jesus' leg. Why is she doing that? This is misuse of funds. This perfume can be sold and to take care of the poor. So let's create a balance on our views when it comes to this kind of thing. Let's get a balance. Okay? My stake here is this. If you want to serve a God that is poor, that is portraying poverty, I'm the one who serve that kind of God. At the same time, I also know that some of these men of God, they misuse fund made for the public. The fund that is made for the congregation, for the poor people in the congregation, they were being misused. But at the same time, let's also balance it that they also deserve this kind of treatment. They deserve this kind of welcoming. Many have worked hard on it. All right? So this is my own view. Share your own view on the comment section. Let's learn from it. I promise you guys that wherever the truth is, we'll bring it to you. Wherever the knowledge is, we'll bring it to you. And we'll try to make it to be balanced, not biased. Please, you can share this news. You can subscribe. Tell me what is your view. Let's grow in wisdom. Let's grow in knowledge. Thank you.